good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS, and today we're going to be continuing recording a new DreadCircus song in GarageBand. But first, we're continuing this week's featured artist, which is the Chandler Brothers, and this is one of my favorite songs. This is You're Still You. Oh yeah, it's Excuse me. Welcome to the show, Chandler Brothers, and an incredible song, one of my favorite songs. I was going to listen to it before the show, but I knew what would happen. I knew I'd cry. And there you go, you caught me. I'm having a hippie moment. Yeah, boom. Boom. Awesome song, beautiful song. One of my favorite Chandler Brothers songs, just because now the Chandler Brothers featured artist this week, hard rockin' band. You know, you'd be their music is like 80s, 90s hair rock and roll, you know, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty driving music, and then they hit you with these beautiful ballads that have amazing harmonies and such real lyrics. And there's nothing like a song that has real lyrics. Something that hits you in the feels, yeah? It's all the good stuff. That's what you want from music. And, yeah, it's really hard to do, to pull off such feeling. And really, the only way for it to happen is for real stuff to happen in your life. And that is a beautiful song. I'm so happy to be able to share it today. And we've got 2 more songs coming out for the Chandlers this week. One of my favorites, that one. So I promise we've got a hard rockin' one tomorrow for you. All right, let's say hello to everybody in the chat today. Oh yeah, this is How to App on iOS. And yeah, every day we look at apps, music, video, all that kind of stuff, mental health and well-being, and an occasional live performance on the weekend. Hello, Thomas Christ. Hello, Sean Chandler, one half of the other Chandlers, and Patrick Chandler is here as well. I see you in the chat. Hello, Dave Fox. Hello, I have an idea. Get my shit together. We can turn that up. Turn that off. Joe and Barry Glenn are here under one nickname. That's amazing. How do they do that? They've become one. They've merged. They've become the Borg. Oh, my Lord. Hello, too. Who else have I missed? Cy, effing good to see you. Always effing good to see you. Let's scroll. Russ, 8889. Buongiorno. Buongiorno, Russell. Who else? I've said hello to Patrick. I think I saw some avocados. Avocado. The classically trained Sith Vasquez. Welcome to the show. Hello, Reality. Hope you're doing well. Or as Russ would say, lolly. Fucking Leela. Damn. Hello, Brad Example. Brad, what's going on, man? Welcome to the show. I'm not going to jump into any price drops today. Tremor Bear, hello to you. I'm not going to do any price drops today because you know what? There aren't really any from yesterday. So if you'd like to see what was on sale, go back and look at the start of yesterday's show because we've got a lot to cover today. Yes, we're jumping into working on my DreadCircus Song. Let's see. Shall we just jump in and get to it? Because I haven't messed around too much with it since the last show. I wanted to do it on the show, and I have been listening to it, and I have ideas of what I need to remove because there will be a lot of removal going on in this project over the next couple of episodes. Removal is the place to go. Oh, fuck off, Russ. Don't even try to play the pity card with me. Look at Russ. He's unbelievable. He's fucking play the pity card. Fuck off. Anyway, so what I'm going to do first. Oh, what I do? I didn't mean to do that. I want to hold down on my project and I want to duplicate it. Yeah, I want to duplicate it and make a copy of it just in case I totally fuck it up today. So that's the first thing you need to do. Now, normally I would put it in a folder and be all like clean and neat like Pete does. But yeah, that's Pete. All right, coppers. Right. So here is our project, and there's not a lot to it at the moment. It's quite dense. Shall we have a listen? Because I have changed a few little things. First, we're going to work on the piano today. That's an important thing. We'll bring out a little slider. We are working in GarageBand. There's one of Russ's famous links. I dare you to click it at your own risk. All right. Here's a moderator here, so I guess you can trust him. All right, so this song is called Me and My Brain. It is the latest DreadCircus song. It's a song I've written during the pandemic about loneliness and getting caught up in your own head with the way the world was and everything that was going on and not being able to reach out and touch people. And so that's the concept of the song. We'll have a listen, shall we, just to kick off? And what do you know? There's no sound. That would be why. Let's try it now. We'll play through to a chorus and then we'll stop it there. This is the first verse. Chorus. Sweet. Barry Glenn says, oh, goodness me, that's funny. Hi, Jade, just back from the sheep dip. Hi, everyone. Since we merged, we've cut autocorrect in half. Oh, I expect there to be far less errors in your typing, Barry, or else I'll have to get one of the moderators to ban you from the channel. What's going on, Falcro, my friend? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're getting ready for your move soon and excited. Alrighty, so let's take a look. So you may have noticed there, what I did do, let's focus on the iSymphonic channel first. So we've selected this as a solo track. To kick off, we have this very kind of large symphonic thing in there. Which does need to be messed around a little bit. So what happens in here too is in the chorus it changes. So I've taken out the high notes. If you go and have a look here at the second verse, let's jump into the second verse. We'll open this up and edit it and look at the notes. You will notice in here I have this the octave playing. But I don't want that because when we go into the verse, I actually want that high octave to drop out because it's important to give your verse space. Yeah, you can have all this big orchestral stuff in parts where there's no vocals. But if you're going to bring vocals in, you want to take stuff out. You want to subtract. Subtractive. So here we are with our pre-verse. And then we drop down to a nice low octave, and you'll see I actually changed it. We did that last time. We changed the pattern to just keep it simple, to have this note from. So I've gone ahead and done that, and what we need to do is go into the second verse and fix that up, because here you can see our second verse from this point up. Oops, we didn't want to do that. From this point up here to this point all the way. So there's two blocks here. So what I need to do is copy all this. So we need to drag and take all that out. We don't need any of that because that is the mirror higher octave of what is below it. So we're going to tap on that. We're going to delete it. That didn't work because I've got slippery fingers and I missed the delete. There we go, all gone. So that, lovely. Gives us lots of space. And when we bring that back into the mix, you'll notice, again, we'll go from the pre-verse with everything in. What say? Feel like I'm going insane from constantly fighting the pain of the loneliness of me and my brain. Just gives it that nice, brings everything down. Now let's have a look at the pianos. We'll come back to the synth, I think, and we need to really mess around with the velocities of the synth. You can of the orchestral stuff there. You can hear some of the lower notes are a bit louder than the higher notes, so that's all going to come down to velocities. But let's have a look at these pianos, because I really don't like the GarageBand piano, and it's a matter of taste. Hey, it's a for most people, it's fine, you know. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is introduce 2 new tracks down here. What we shall do is hit the plus down the bottom, and we're going to bring in. We'll scroll to our audio unit extensions, and I'm going to bring in for this pure piano. So I had a Ron Ward moment then. All right, pure piano. Let's bring in this sucker. And it has put it down the bottom. So let's grab this track. We want to bring this up to the top. So we'll drag it all up here. And what we'll do, instead of creating a brand new track, we'll just duplicate this one before we mess around with it. So now we've got, and we'll solo that as well. So now we've got these tracks soloed. And I'm just going to click drag on both of these. Let's do a drag and copy. And we'll pop this into this pure piano track. Don't need to change it or anything. Now let's solo this out and hear what this pure piano sounds like. Much richer piano sound. Wow. Very big difference. Actually sounds like a real piano. What do you know? So yeah, look, hopefully you can hear how stark that is. Let's jump into the pure piano settings, which if you've used GarageBand before, is this little button up here. And we can open this up. I'm going to go back and hit play, and we're just going to... Going to go full screen with this. So I'm going to bring it up about here, because we have this cinematic piano up here which has some reverb on it. I don't want to give it too much reverb, yeah? Just around here. Now what I want to do also is I want to make sure that there's no clicking in here, because what's going on, Jack Flash? Good to see you. In our edit screen, is it edit? I forget where to do it. In settings, I think it is. We can actually take out... See, I should know this because I do tutorials on this shit every day, don't I? Where is it? It's in there. That's a velocity range. We don't need that. That's our... We've got our factory sounds in here, and I can't even remember how to do it. How bad's that? We need to go into voice mode. No, that's not it. Oh, echo, minimum, maximum. I can't even remember how to do it. That's really bad. We can go back and do that later on. I think it is in here. There's your fix. I can't move that up anymore. Velocity response, FX. I can't remember. Oh, it's in here. No, there. God, it's been a while. There we go. We can turn that off later anyway. Because the problem is with the... it has clicking sounds in the piano, and I can't even find it. I can't even remember how to do it. And I'd control by morph pad, sync. Where are we? This always happens, man. It doesn't matter. Factory reset, MIDI channels, liquid morph. We don't need to do that. Anyway, we'll leave it as it is for now. because it's okay. But what I wanted to say also is that what did Russ write that I missed? I'd layer them both. Yeah, that's an idea too. Let's see what they both sound like together. There's not a lot of difference, because the beautiful thing is what you can do here is the EQ is going to be very important for this. Now, what I want to remind everybody is I'm not putting any effects on any of this stuff in GarageBand. So I'm not EQing anything. I'm trying to keep everything as flat as possible, because remember, I'm going to be moving this out of GarageBand into another DAW called Auria Pro once everything's in, once everything's neat, once everything's good to go. And that's where I'll be mixing and adding effects and doing EQ, because I don't want to do it in GarageBand because it's a waste of time, because when you export from GarageBand, it auto limits and everything gets louder, and I don't want GarageBand to add its limiting shenanigans. So that is that. So let's go ahead and copy the rest of. Hello, Kim. Hope you're doing well. Let's go and add the rest of this stuff. So what I'm going to do here is bring this back in. Click, click, click. And we'll copy all of this. And I'm going to paste this in the track below. There we go. And we'll zoom into the rest of this. And now copy all of these tracks. And we'll paste them in here as well. So now we don't need this piano track at the moment. And now we'll do the same for our second piano track. So for those of you who want to know, the way I recorded all the piano, because I'm a crap pianist, all of this was hand played in. So very painstakingly, that's why it's across 2 tracks. So I would play like a step sequencer. I would play in each note and then go in and create the chords, because I could nowhere near play this kind of stuff. This hasn't been created using the GarageBand Auto piano or anything like that. This was painstaking, and I didn't put you guys through it because what an annoying thing to listen to. Sweet. What I will do is just go back into these tracks, and I will make sure these are centered. Let's do that. I want to take out any effects that we have, so we'll make sure this is 100% centered. That's good. And the other one, we'll go back to here and make sure that's centered, just to get as much reverb as possible out of there. Alrighty, let's see how it sounds back in the mix with everything, and we'll make sure these other 2 piano tracks are muted. Okay, that'll do for now. So next I'm going to work on the hi-hats, the initial hi-hats in this verse, which are this track right here. Now you notice that open hat is a little bit too loud. So we have to play with some velocities here to make this sound natural, sound normal, sound balanced. Let's go into and edit this. So in these hats here, we have a open and then a closed snap to give it that emphasis. What I might do is we'll probably bring these up instead, so we can take the velocity of these and make them a bit louder. And then we'll still take this open one, change the velocity, bring it down to about half. Sounds much better. And then once I've done that, just need to copy these. Now this is interesting. Now you'll notice there's a gap at the start. So there's one missing. Every second one, there's one missing. That's because there's a crash in there. And as I've explained many times before, drummers don't have a million hands. So when you're programming drums like this, you've got to remember that if a hand is hitting a crash, you can't have a hand hitting a hi-hat at the same time and a snare. They just don't work. There's just not enough arms to do that. So I've copied this first one here with the first hi-hat missing. All right, we've copied that. Let's make sure I have copied that. And I'm going to put a little marker there and replace these. And I'm only going to have to do this once in this section, and then we'll just do a whole block. So there we go. Now I'm going to do the same for the section before. I'm going to copy this, take these three out here and paste these in so they are the same level. And then we'll take this open hat here, copy it, replace this one, which you can hear is loud. And I don't think we touched that one. So now we have this whole section is all the right level that we want. So once again, I can copy this. Whoop, copy. And now we can go in and replace all of these. Let's do it. So there's a whole section there. Paste. We can go here. Delete. Paste. And once you do this, and once you've done 4 of them, right? Once you've done 4 of them, now you can go in. Oh, we might as well do this last one here. Now I can just copy this entire block. So we'll delete that and paste. So now you can see up the top here, we've got to a whole block. There's this whole block here. So those hi-hats should be nice and even. So now I can copy this whole block and we can replace this. Delete, goodbye, and paste. So there are our hi-hats. Let's bring them back in to the mix. Much better. Hello, Ingo. Hope you're doing well. So the little open hat, that's sounding much better. It's not dominating the mix there, as you can tell. So just, you know, you don't need to go overboard with your your accenting, or what's the word, your velocities. You just need to kind of get them so something doesn't stand out like balls, like dog's balls, as they say. Let's go and find the second verse now. So here's our second verse. And again, we just need to copy and paste in here. What I might do, might venture into, might double these up a little bit. First we'll paste these in. So we'll delete, hit paste. Now we have those, the verses are all sorted because there's only 2 verses in this song. So that's all the verses covered with the hi-hats. When it goes into the chorus, we have, so we've got open hats here. And again, you'll notice, look at the crashes down here. So if you've seen any of my other drum shows before, you'll notice, you'll know this. I create 2 tracks of crashes, sometimes 3, and then I use a different drum kit. So we've got a Sunset kit here and a SoCal kit. So the crashes on each crash, it's a different crash. And they're panned already because GarageBand does that for you. Because the problem is with GarageBand drum kits, as you know, when you go into a kit, you only get 1 crash. 1 crash is not enough, and you've got to ride. Then you've got your hats over here. So adding it's a small touch. It's an annoying touch. I promise you, it is annoying going and doing this. But very worth it. As Russ has put here, velocity in hi-hats are subtle but important. And they're subtle for a lot of it's important for a lot of things. These subtleties give space, give room, define things. So, I mean, you'll see a lot of people talk about EQ being important to bring things together and glue things together. But velocity is really, really important before you even start thinking about EQ. Absolutely important. Because you have to be able to hear individual parts in your song. You want to hear them. You want to have them stand out and not dominate parts before you get to EQing. And then the EQing is like the fucking delicious chocolate sauce that you pour on top of the dessert that is waiting for you to deliciously swallow. What the fuck am I talking about? Anyway, let's go back to these hats. Now you'll notice, again, with the verses here, if we take a close look at these hats, which have now moved to an open hat, there once again is this space missing at the start of each beat there because there's a crash that's being played. Okay, so I think all that sounds good for the drums so far, for all the Chinas anyway. China's sounding good. I'm really happy with all the toms. So these little tom rolls in here, each section. And when they're in with the kit, nothing too crazy. I'm not happy with the kicks, let me tell you that. We're going to work on the kicks today. They're all over the place. There's too many of them. Way too many kicks. It sounds like a metal song with all the kicks in it. But again, the way I kind of work is really subtractive. Overdo it, have plenty more than what you need, and then take it away. Because it's a good way to, for me, it's been a good way to understand how to make a song more palatable, more commercial, more catchy, I guess, more radio friendly, and take out some of the stuff because I get excited and want to put everything in there, and then to take it all out is the secret sauce to why so many pop songs really bring things back and have beautiful dynamics and all that kind of stuff. So our crashes are all good too. Let's have a look at the rides that we have in the chorus. So what I've done here in this chorus is we're using just a ride. And where those gaps are crashes. And then when it changes to the final bit of the chorus, I go to a bell. But I'm going to want to try and put some accents in there. Definitely want to put some accents in here. So definitely want to play with these accents here a little bit. So I'm going to edit this section And just see how this goes. So it's only from here to the end. Let's what I'm going to do is copy this and put one in here. And what I'm then going to do is click on it and bring the velocity down to about here. And we'll copy this one again and put it in between this. Might even bring down the velocity a little bit more. We'll see how it sounds in there. And there we go. That's kind of not going to work. So what I want to do is put this one here. Maybe what we need to do is go let's see. Or just leave that out. You know what? That's going to work without it. And then we'll put one back in there. So what have we got? Bum. Let's now copy these and remove these and replace that. So it's not much, not too much in there, but hopefully when we bring this back in, sweet. Just enough, just to give it a little bit of a change in there. And again, like I'm probably going to go back over this and get really anal about it. It's not worth me doing it here on the show because it can get really fucking boring with me sitting here, being an incredible Virgo. All right, so I'm going to copy that just for now. That'll do for now. So it's given me ideas. So we're going to paste that in there for the second chorus. And what I need to do is place it in here as well. So because we have done at the end here for now, we have a looped version of that. So I'm going to remove this, delete that, and paste these in. I'm going to paste them in individually instead of looping because I like having more control over my blocks. There we go. It is a good band name. There you go. So there's that one. There's another thing I want to change in here too. It is, so here's our... This is our middle section of the song, and you'll notice the slow hats I have in here. So I'm just using an open ba, 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 ba. But again, we're going to need to go in here and match up, take out subtractive editing, take out some of these hats because there's crashes happening. So I'm guessing there's going to be one here on the first one. So we'll take this out. Let's listen where they are. Crash. Crash. I'm guessing there's going to be one here. And there's one there. So again, we're going to go in, remove these. So it's at the start. And then now that we have those removed, now we can actually go in and see. So we got a 1, 2, 2. Let's draw in some stuff here. kind of liking it to be more desperate. So we're going to fill these in for now. Give it some desperation, because it is a moment in the song where there's going to be heavy guitars in here as well. So let's just draw these suckers in. Now we've gone to a bell. So we've gone to a bell there, and now the song actually goes back into that part again. So let's copy this and replace these hats here, because we've already done all the hard work. So they're gone. Now what I'm going to want to do now is mix things up a bit with this ride, this bell ride, because it's a bit annoying. So for starters, we'll take this out. Let's listen. Cool. So it's every second one, it looks like. Alrighty, so I'm going to use a combination of a bell here and the actual, let's do this. So, ding, 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 ding. And then we're going to draw in this. That's not right. We want to do this. So we've built a little bridge here. So we've got some accents going on there. And again, we'll play with the velocities. Where are we? So we're going to have one there. Remove, remove, remove. And we've got our bridges again. Where are we? We're going to do there. We're going to do here. Let's see how we go. Let's try this. Copy, 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 paste. And we'll put another one in here. We'll take out that middle. Now I'm just going to mess with the velocity of this. Bring this down a little bit. We're going to put one in back in here. Copy this. Put this one back in here. I'm going to bring down the velocity a heap. Okay, one more time. Copy these now. Copy, and we'll replace this section here. And what do? We'll put, I think that's right. That seems good there. So just for now, that's what we're going to sit at. Let's, 1 second. Sweet, that'll do for now. Just so we've got some little accents in there. Copy. Now let's remove these. Paste, and instead of just doing another single lot, we'll collect all these and remove all these. So boom, 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 boom. Goodbye to you and paste. Done. Sweet. We'll copy this again and we'll replace this second part of the song, and these should be done now, just for now. And now we need to copy, where are we? So this little section here, just need to, I think we've got some crashes. So it's just that one crash we need to remove out of here. Sweet. There we go. Da, 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 da. Hey, what's going on, Pete Johns? Anyone who I may have missed who's rolled along, hello, hello, hello. Thanks for hanging out. Now, I don't think there's anyone on after me, so I am going to go overtime with this because it is a special episode today of working on this song. I want to get as much done. Shall we take a look at the bit I've been avoiding for the longest time? First, we'll save. It's now saved. Good stuff. We are saved. Let's open it back up again. The kicks. The kicks are annoying me. There's too many of them. Way too many kicks. So, what shall we do? Let's go in here and take this first section, and I'm going to drag this out. Just, hang on, we won't go that far. We'll just go there. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. We'll take that whole section out. So what I'm going to do, folks, is bring the bass up here. I'm going to see what I'm doing on the bass, because basically on the bass, no, when I first wrote the bass line for this, it was a lot more complicated. So I still have the kicks for the more complicated bass line that was in here. So now I need to match these kicks with the bass line. It is important to do that. It doesn't have to be exactly, but we just want it to be on the important accents, because as you can see, look at that. There's way too many kicks. Boom, 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 boom. And it's not giving the song room to breathe. As I said, it's like a metal song. It's like I wanted to do double kicks in there and just go brrr, like it's FMC, and that's not right. Where's our drum kit? So now I'm on my keyboard here. Whoops. Well, we'll go back to the start and actually try that. Straight away I fall into the same trap. Fucking idiot. All right, let's just do it. Let's not play it in. Let's not play it in. Let's do it the other way. Let's look at the bass. So we'll solo the bass. There we go. Now we'll edit this. And we'll draw these in. We'll remove all this crap. We don't need this crap. Bump. So we've got that off note there. I really like that. Now let's see where it works in line with the snare, because where's our snare gone? There's our snare. So we've got snare lines in there. So what we need to do is go, here's our snare. That's what we need to do. So this kick here, See how back here we've got a kick there? So that's 2 back. So we need to go 2 back from this snare down here. Take this, edit, and just bring this back here. And now we should have a lot more room in there. If we take all this back out. Much better! Yeah? Compared to the fucking craziness. You ready? Of this. Way too much going on there. We just want to give it some air. So, let's do this. We're going to chop this right here because that's the start of the next line. So we'll pull this back. Pull this. Pull this back here. To there. Am I right? What am I doing? There we go. So we need to copy this now. And just paste this shit in, man. Make it easy. Have I gone too far? I think I have. So let's finish that off to here. And then I'm going to bring these kicks up. It's because all these kicks have a velocity of full, right? And the ones that I've been pasting in here, because when you actually draw in bass, oops, we'll go back here. When you draw in bass, you're only getting a velocity of around here. So you can see that velocity is a lot less. And I want these full, and then I'll go back in and mess with the velocities again. So, and we probably want one here. I think that's going to be right. Sweet. There we go. There's our section. So we should only need to copy that. Paste that. Paste. And then we can remove this and paste one more in. So there's our new drum, our new kicks. So I might actually leave those previous kicks in there. There's Russ's second link for the day, folks, if you want to mess with your brain. So I've joined. So what I just did then, if you wanted me to explain that, those are in 3 sections, and I just hit join to join them all together. And now we're going to edit them and bring them up to the same level as the other kicks that are in this song. So I'm going to select them all. Hit our velocity and bring that up full. Kim Hudden Hudson writes, did you not use your kit or MIDI controller to get these drums into GarageBand? That's the problem, Kim. I did use my E kit to play these in. That's why there's so many kicks, because I played it like I was playing a metal song, and was da 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 da. Then I actually went back and then corrected any mistakes I may have made, and messed around with the velocities, tried to make them all even. And that's when I've listened to it and gone, you know what, there's far too many kicks in there. So now that we've made that section there, you'll notice, I'm just going to copy this in here. So we're going to paste that in there, and we're going to do the same thing here. Paste this in here, and then we're going to do the same thing at this point. I think I'm in the right place. Yeah. Paste. Because these kicks get more complicated for the change. Yeah. So we've got the first line da 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 dun 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 dun. So I still want some more complicated kicks in this section here. So I'm not going to have to do much with this. I think I'm just going to have to subtract a kick. I'm thinking here. Let's have a look at them. So I think it's going to be this one. And it's going to be this one. And then we'll leave the extra kicks in the second bit of half of this. In fact, what we will do is remove this kick here, and we'll leave the extra kick with the toms to give it some flavor, some thickness, some fatness, like a big fat one. Take that for what you will. Sweet. So just for that roll, we'll leave that in there. So now that we've made that change, hello, set up by Marshall. I hope you're doing well. Hello, good morning, Gregory O'Sullivan. So now we're starting to get to a place that makes more sense, more space. Again, that's what today's show is about, creating more space in this song because there's way too much going on, because there still isn't guitar in here, and all of the bass needs to be removed and replaced with a real bass. And we can go in here now and fix this last one, paste. So now all our kicks for the verse is set in stone. Now, I need to copy all of this, these 4 sections here, because there's a repeat verse right around here. And now we need to replace all of these kicks. So we're going to hit paste. And now all of those kicks, undo is your friend. You see that? That's why you should zoom in. Make sure you're in the right place on the timeline, which I wasn't. There we go. Ooh, what's going on there? Are we out a little bit? Oh, no. I know where that is. It's that piano's cut out there. That's cool. I'm seeing things. So we will need to go in here and sort these kicks out. Let's... Right, because our snare has been moved. Where are we? Kicks are here. But yeah, that's right. Cool. Alrighty. Shall we have a listen from the start just up to the... and we'll check up to the chorus. So kick back, relax. All right, you know that thing when you're listening to something, then all of a sudden in your cans you hear something else. You're like, hang on a minute. There needs to be another kick in there. And did I already have it before? Let's have a look at this kick. Right, and I can hear it here. And is that going to go in the same place where it was before? It is. Fuck, man. No. We want it here. Ready? maybe every second one. Maybe we'll throw this into the second one. So we've got 2 break. Oh, don't do that. And I'm going to turn up, we'll turn up the velocity of this because the velocity is not matching. Right, let's see how that sounds. Yeah, that's what we want. That little extra kick in there, just to break it up. Sweet. So we're going to need to put another one of those in. And what I'm going to do, instead of drawing them in, right, and then going and changing the velocity, this is what I do all the time. Just copy it. Just copy it and paste it in because it's already the same velocity. See? Easy peasy. Da, da, da. And that'll work really nice before that roll there. So we're going to put that in there. Just before that roll, it'll really give it even more sex. Bang, hear that? That roll sounds so much more thicker. We had a bit of extra keyboard in there, extra synth. More sex. Much better. So what I'm probably gonna have to do, so that we did that there, and we're gonna paste that in here, replace this one. Now I just want to listen to the start where everything's playing. Do I need that in here as well? So what I'm going to do here to vary things up is in this first section, I'm only going to put that extra kick in the last bit before the tom roll. The tom roll is over here. So we're going to jump into this kit. This section here, find the end, zoom in, not that far, and we're going to place this extra kick just there. Copy this one and paste it in. And we'll do that on this as well. Zoom in, right there, and paste. So it's not filling everything up here. So we'll have a listen now. Subtle changes, guys. Okay, I'm just going to check out this section here. Shall we mess a little bit around with this chorus? Because these drums are fucked. They are fucked. I'm going to take this bass up the top so I don't confuse the snare and the kick here. So we've got the kick up the top, the snare second. And there's so much going on here. Listen to these kicks. Let's There's a lot of kickery going on there. It's not right. It just doesn't seem right to me. So what do I want to do? Let's see, what do I have happening? So this is the problem. We're starting on the kick. That's the problem. Or are we? Yeah, so this is the problem. Where I want to start on the snare and go da 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 da. So what I'm going to do is just make a quick drum track here. I'm going to duplicate this drum track, silence these out, and turn on our metronome. Let's go back, remove that. Try that again. That's enough. Just to see what I'm actually doing, actually visualize it, see it, actually see it on a kit. So there we have it. We've got a kick, a snare, kick, right. So that one we can keep, that one we can keep, and we just need to go in. I'm going to edit these snares here. Going to add copy this one and put it at the start. So there's our snares. We've got 3 snares there. And we've got a kick. We've got a kick there. So I'm going to go into the kicks here. I'm going to start removing kicks. We'll remove this one. Delete. Delete. Go back, have a look at what we got going on. So we need another kick here. Just making it easy for myself, visualizing these things. We'll copy this. Paste this in here. That should be better. Now we've got a snare, and then we've got the 2 kicks are in the right place. So we can now trim. What I'm going to do is grab both of these and split. So we have a defined point, so I can actually see where that is. Now I can go in here and remove this drum track I just made. I don't need this anymore. We'll delete that. So now, sweet. We're all good. So now I'm going to split this one here. I'm going to split this track here. Now I'm going to copy these and just copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. Makes it easier. If it's the same beat, then we can just go back later on and sort out the velocities again. Sweet. And we'll need to fix those kicks in there. So we'll do the same here. Paste. Same here. Paste. How long does this go on for? Okay, so we've got 2 more I think we need to put in. Paste. Paste. There we have it. So there is our little section here. Now the thing I need to do, just to make this all make sense and not have all these pieces, is select 2, 3, 4, 5. And now join all of these. So they're all in one block. Boom. Do the same for underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All joined together now. All joined together. let's listen to the bass. More time. Okay. One more time. Okay, so what you may have noticed there, folks, is I screwed up. That's okay, because we can split this, copy these, and just paste them in here. I missed one of them. I think that's right. I missed one. Yeah, there we go. So, is that right? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so what we're going to do here, while we're in this section, we are going to add a couple of snares here. We're going to edit this particular block to define the change here. And what I'm going to do is zoom in. We're going to do some snares. Boom, boom, boom. And we're going to change all the velocities of these. Select them all. Change the velocities all up here. Let's just hear what it sounds like. And we're going to take this one, the first one, down to about here. Next one to about the middle. And then the next one to about 3/4. So we've got a nice... Yeah, so it builds up. A nice little snare roll in there. Nothing too flash or fancy or flary. Just to give it some definition. Let's have a listen to all of it together, see what it sounds like. And we'll wrap up soon. Right, so now what we need to do is copy all of that stuff we just did and put it into the next chorus. So our next chorus is, so I'm just going to take this file here, let's just do this, and just split it, boom, like that. So we have all of these, all this chorus stuff, just make sure. Sweet. So now I'm going to take all this, and we're going to join these together. Same underneath, just so we've got all the pieces all in blocks, neat blocks to copy and paste. And now I'm going to select both of these and copy them. And we'll add these into the actual chorus over here. And paste. Let's listen to this middle section and then we'll call it a day, I reckon. So again, we've probably got too many kicks in here, and it's not going to take a lot to remove them. Let's go in and just remove some stuff. Here's our middle section. We're probably going to have to remove that one. In fact, let's try moving it instead. That's not going to work because we've already got a kick in. We've already got a snare in there. So maybe we'll move this back, try taking out this one, see if we can give it some room that way. That's not going to work either. So less is more. Let's just take that out. What's going on, Jeff? Okay, here's the deal. We're going to put a kick. Let's see. So we're going to pop in a kick here. Copy this. We're going to pop in a kick right there. Just before that tom roll. And I'm actually going to replace the one I removed because it actually works. Because it is going to have heavy guitars in here, so maybe more kicks is kind of okay. Because it is going to have a crunch in there, a bit of distortion. There you go. So we're going to need to pop one right let's just do this. Sweet. Copy. And we'll go in and do this fancy bizzo. So if you do just two of these, remove. Oops. All this copy pasting, such good fun, isn't it? Not. Right. Now we can take all of those. Copy. And do a larger section, including that one. Sweet. Let's hear how that kit sounds now. Okay, that's fine because we want the whole second bit here to open up. So we're probably gonna split this now. Split these kicks. Man, there's way too many kicks in this. I'm such an over kicker when I actually play my drum kit. So let's split this section here as well. And we'll just change these kicks and we should be good. This should be exactly where we need to be with the song currently. Let's have a look. We need to remove. That's what we need to do. Remove these. Let's try doing this. Bunging one in right there. Paste. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to bung one right in here as well. So now we should have this off. And you know what? We'll just do this last copy and paste and then we're out of here. Boom, 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 boom. Lovely. Copy. And we're going to go in here and just remove all of this junk all the way up to there. Don't need it. Delete. And we'll paste that in. And there is that section organized. So a bit more space. Now I need to join these, join together, copy, and add that in here. Boom. Replace these kicks. And I know it's probably been a bit confusing seeing all these kicks today. But this is... Ooh. What's going on? I've got too far. Let's undo that. I think I needed to do that here. Do that right there instead. All right. There we go. So there's our kicks. Let's bring them back into the music and see how they sound now with the bass and everything. All this middle section. Sweet, we're good there. So that is where we're up to. Let's save the project so we don't lose anything. All right, save your project often, probably more often than what I have today. Man, I've been slack with saving. And here we are. So the next time we're back doing this project, what I'm going to do now is, we don't need these pianos. We'll keep them here for now. The next time we're looking at this, we'll be joining all these files together, and we'll be looking at the process of exporting all of these tracks. I'll be tightening up before the next show, all of this stuff, just making sure everything's fine. And then we'll be exporting. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 tracks. I'll be exporting all 12 tracks into WAV files, mixing each individual track down as a WAV file, and then we'll start importing them into Auria Pro. And that's when we'll start recording some acoustic guitar in there, distorted guitar in there, and we'll redo all of the bass lines in there as well. So that will be the next show. Thanks, guys, for hanging out and hanging the extra hour today, extra half an hour, sorry. But I think we're starting to get somewhere with it. I think it's starting to come together, and you know, honestly, even though I've subtracted a fair bit today, I'll probably subtract more because it is good to go away, let it sit, don't look at it. This is how I work anyway. Have a rest and then come back to it and see if there's more you can take out. Because it's good to take stuff out. It's good to pull back, man. It's good to pull out at the right moment. You don't want to get it pregnant. All right, so I'll wrap up today and we'll play the whole song through and you guys can chill out. Thanks very much for being here. Tomorrow, I'll let you know, let's just jump out of this for a second. Tomorrow, we're looking at something bizarre. All right, we're looking at a really bizarre app tomorrow. This is what we are looking at tomorrow. It is called Vosis Pro. It's fucking bizarre, folks. So I recommend you watch it. It's should I open it and show you a little second of it? It's weird, man. This thing takes photos and video and you can make music from photos. And you can play your photo like a keyboard. So if you want to join me for this thing, it's weird as hell. It's so weird, I'm still not sure how to use it, but I'll try and work it out by tomorrow. It's out there. So we're doing that tomorrow, guys. So join me for some total weirdness. I love apps like that are just so out of the box. It's stupid. Brilliant. All right. Let's play the song through. I hope you can stay and listen to the whole thing together. And you know what? Do what makes you happy, guys. Mistakes make you better, and we all rise together. And let's play this sucker, and we'll see you tomorrow. As Hippie would say, boom. Is Hippie in my room? No wonder I haven't been sleeping right. All right, let's do it.
taste that spell and you find See you later, guys.
Hitting the wrong buttons. What's going on? Boom.
Stunning. Stunning.